Hello again. So in this video, inshallah, we'll talk about topic or part 16, which is estimating the area under the curve on a given interval using rectangles. So in here, we have the questions from 35 until 38. So we have a table, as you can see. Here we have the values of x and the values of f of x or y. So in here, we will learn how to calculate the area using two methods, the left endpoint and the right endpoint, using the table, if the table is given with you. So how to do that? So let's go directly and see the question. Okay, so let's take a question 35, for example. So let's say if we would like to calculate the area under the curve using, first of all, the left endpoint. So in here I have the left endpoint. So part A, it will be using the left endpoint. So using this method in here, you already know that it will be for the area for the rectangle, it will be the length multiplied by the width all the time. So this is going to be f of x multiplied by delta x. Okay, now first of all, you have to find delta x. So delta x, you can take any two values from the x's over here. Okay, consecutive two values. So in here I can take the zero point 0.0 and 0.1, or 0.1 and 0.2, or these two together, or these two together, whatever. So in here I can take 0.1 minus 0.00. Okay, so this is equal to 0.1. So now, using the left endpoint, I will say the area is equal. So I'll find, since I'm using the left endpoint, so I'll start with this point. Okay, then this point, then I'll take them all, okay, except this point, because I'm just taking, so if we have a rectangle over here, this is the left end point. If we have this is as a second rectangle, this is going to be my left point. The same thing over here, this is the left. Over here, this is the left. Also the same thing over here and until the end. So I will reach at the end for this rectangle and I will take the left end point. So that means in this point or this value, I'm not going to take it. Okay, so in here I will say it will be the summation of f of 0 plus f of 0.1 plus f of 0.2 plus f of 0.3 plus f of 0.4 plus f of 0.5 plus f of 0.6 plus f of 0.7, and in here I will stop and close the parentheses and I will say this is multiplied by 0.1. Then basically I can find the final answer. Now you have to substitute f of 0, this is equal to 2. F of 0.1 is this is equal to 2.4, then 2.6, 2.7, 2.6, 2.4, etc. until reaching the 1.4. So you have to substitute instead of these values. Okay, so after that you will get your final answer. Okay, what about the second method, which is using the right hand? So in here, let's erase this. Okay. Okay. So in here, if we have to calculate the area using the right endpoint. Okay, so this is equal to the area. The same thing, it will be f of x multiplied by delta x. Delta x is the same. Now, what is the difference over here? If in here, if we need to calculate using the right endpoint. So if we have this rectangle, I will take the right, then the right, then the same thing, the right, until reaching this value, and I will take the right. So in here, I'm not going to take a first value. Okay, so in the left endpoint, I'm not going to take the last value, and the right endpoint, I'm not going to take the first value. So in here, I'll start with f of 0.1, then plus f of 0.2 plus f of 0.3 plus f of 0.4 plus f of 0.5 plus f of 0.6 plus f of 0.7 and the last value f of 0.8. Then I'll close this and I'll multiply all the values by 0.1. And that's it. Then you can find the final answer. That's it. This is how we can calculate the area under the curve if the table is given with you with the function and x values, okay, using the left endpoint and the right endpoint. So that's it. So inshallah next video we'll talk about another topic. So we'll see how to find in the next part how to understand the notion of definite integration. These will be exercises from 15 to 20. So see you then.